Lovely Polourie. Here, you cannot visit the island of Trinidad and Tobago or Grenada and even some other Caribbean island that has a lot of East Indian descendants. Lovely Polourie, plain or with spinach. Lovely street food. To complement it, here I have some mango sauce and tamarind sweet and sour sauce. So come on into Jenny's Walk and let's see how to put this marvelous street food together. Hi foodies, welcome to my kitchen. This is Jenny here from Jenny's Walk. So foodies, I'm going to do a lovely Polourie for you today. And I'm going to be doing two types of Polourie. I'm going to be doing a plain one, and I'm going to be adding some steamed spinach to give it a nice little green stripe color in the Polourie. So in here, I already have 3 cups of flour. So to this 3 cups of flour, I want to add, I have brown sugar. I want to add just a half a teaspoonful, maybe half, 1 teaspoonful, sorry, it's 3. 1 teaspoonful of brown sugar. Here I have some powdered cumin. I just want to season up my dough a little bit. Just don't want to have it tasting floury. And I'm going to go in also with half a teaspoonful of oregano leaves. You know, at Jenny's Kitchen, we do things with a little twist. Now this is dry, so it's very pungent. So just give it a little mash to get it out. Usually Granny will make this with just flour and turmeric, you know, no big deal, simple, easy. But you know, with so much ingredients all around now and the internet open up that you could get so much stuff out there, why not just utilize your spices? So here I have some turmeric. It's very strong. It's from the motherland. My friend brought some of that for me from India. So I'm going to go in with a little less than a 1/4 teaspoonful. But as we go along and it mixes in the water, you're going to really see the color of it. So I'm going to be using some garlic salt. So I will not be using salt to flavor it. This already have salt in there. 1 teaspoonful and a little bit, like 1/8. And here I have some garlic powder, just the powder, so there's no salt in here. So you get a nice garlic flavor back. Usually Granny will grate the garlic and drop it in there. So now with powdered garlic on hand, life is so much easier. You just put in a little flavor back into this flour bowl. That's all it is, flour bowl. And I have here 1 teaspoonful of yeast, instant yeast, quick rise. And this here is split peas powder. Split peas powder is dal. That's basically what it is. So what this will do to your Polourie, will give it a little body. It wouldn't just be like flour only you're eating, or flour and spinach only. So I'm going to go in with a few tablespoonfuls. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of flour. 3 cups of flour with, let's see how that looks. That's 5 tablespoonfuls of split peas. A little sugar to balance off the protein, which is the split peas, so you don't get that burping up a lot. You could put a little drop of that hing or asafoetida also. There you go. I think this looks good. Yeah, this is good. So that's about enough, because we want a nice light and fluffy Polourie. Give that a good mix, just like so. And now we're going to get some warm water to put it all together. So here I have some warm water, and I'm going to slowly add the water. It's best you slowly add your water and see how your dough comes up. So I'm going to continue slowly adding my water and bring this dough up. We want a bit of a sticky dough. So this is what the split peas look like. So I'm just going to powder it up into this little grinder. 12 seconds, and there you go. Lovely split peas powder. It's amazing. So we're going to add this, and it's very floury texture in it. So we're going to add this now to our dough. So foodies, this is what we're going to be making with the sauce. This here is mango. This is how your mango would look. I'm using this lovely Mexican mango. It's green. So I cut it up. You see how it looks really nice. It have a little sweetness to it. So what I did, I went ahead, washed it, and I cut it with the skin. And I just steam it for like 3 seconds in hot water, a little touch of salt, cool it, and you could freeze it. This could last like up to 5 months in the refrigerator, because this is what I would do during the season, like right now where mango is in season. So I have this for throughout the year to make whatever I want to make curry mango, red mango, mango jam, whatever. So this is your mango here. And this here is tambarina or tamarind. This is what the fruit look like. Because I know my audience is near and far, and you may know it by another name. So tamarind in English, tambarina in Espanol. And for my viewers, my audience in Fiji Island, in Africa, in Asia, in India, you may have a different name for it. So this is really what it is. And you just give it a little pop. Just like so. Be careful to fall in there. And a little crunch, you see? And the fruit is all exposed. This is lovely to make drinks. You could add it to your curry fish. It has a nice sweet and sour taste there. And you could also buy this in the Indian stores or the Korean market, where you will just get the pulp only. The seeds, you take the seeds out. But today, I'm leaving the seed in. While it starts boiling, the seeds usually comes out very easy. See? And then there's this little vein here. You pull it out just like so. So for this, when you do this now, you're just going to put some hot water in there. The seed is a very little black, hard seed. And for my foodies in the islands, you remember as a kid, we used to fill all those seeds in our bean bag. Little childhood memory there. And we had that bean bag, and that was our toy. We didn't have no phone. There you go. See that little black seed? And it's hard. You hear that? Like a little button. So we used to make our little bean bag and throw it, and lost and found and find, and you know those games. We did a lot of games with the bean bag. So this is what your tambarina look like. So you're going to put this in some hot water, and then we're going to go ahead and you could take all the pulp out, and then you start making your sauce. I am just going to dump it in there and let it boil slowly and make its own sauce. Come up to a nice boil and make its own sauce. So for the sauce, this is what we're going to be using. I'm going to be using habanero pepper. I'm going to use half and half. Half for tambarina and half for the mango. Garlic, I'm going to crush it really nicely until it's smooth away in the mortar and pestle, and drop that in there. Here I have the amchur powder, which is the amchur or mango, the dry mango powder. I'm going to add some of this, give it a nice tangy taste back. And this is jeera powder. I'm going to add a little dust of the jeera powder, and I have amchur masala. Also, we're going to be adding some black amchur masala into it to give it a nice taste, and we're going to be adding some sugar also. So that's about it, and salt to taste. So we're going to do it step by step. I'm going to do the first one. First I'm going to add the water in this and let it get really soft and nice. And then we're going to start putting this lovely sauce together here at Jenny's Walk. So don't forget to like and share this lovely video with your friends and your family. And get into Jenny's page, click on community, and start inviting your friends now, so we all could be on the same level, enjoying all these fantastic recipes that are quick and easy that Jenny's Walk have here to share with you. So here in my lovely saucepan, I turned the heat up on high and I added a little bit of oil, regular oil, or you can use mustard oil also. And I'm going to add in the garlic and the hot pepper. And in here I have that amchur masala, a little hint of that cumin or jeera, the sugar, and the amchur powder, which is the mango powder. So we're going to be doing the mango. So I'm going to add everything in. The heat is going to come up. And we're just going to sweat it out a little bit. So there we go, a nice low and slow. So now I'm going to add a cup and a half. Oh no, no cup and a half water yet, my dear foodies. We have to add the mango. What is wrong with Jenny's Walk today? So now we add the mango, and I'm going to let this get a nice coat and fry up really nicely. So for like 4 minutes. Beautiful. So now we're going to add a cup and a half water. There you go. And I'm going to add the salt to taste and leave this on a nice gentle boil. So foodies, here we go, the same concept, and instead I used the mustard oil. So first I'm going to go in with the amchur powder, give it a good mix, and I'm going to add in, I have this in the water now that we tried to get a pulp out. There we go. Give it a good mix, and now we add the sugar, the salt, and a little bit of cumin. Now we give that a good stir, And we're going to taste for salt. Smells divine in the kitchen already. There you go. And then low heat and let it come up to a nice little boil. So there's that sauce. We make the 2 tamarind sauce and the mango sauce. So foodie, here I have my pot. It's very hot right now, so I'm going to take the lid off. So this is the dough. It have been 25 minutes. I just want to give it a little mix now. As you can see, it's all a little fluffy now. Just give it a little mix. Wake everybody back up. That's just the yeast that is very active. So now when you put it in the pot, it's just going to plump up so quickly. There you go, just like so. All you need is this frying spoon to take them out. And I already have a foil pan over here that I lined with paper so it could take that whatever extra oil it may have in it. And I'm going to be using my 1 tablespoon scoop to scoop it out and put it into the hot oil. And then I'm going to dip it back again in oil so it wouldn't stick, the butter wouldn't stick in here, so just slide out into the pot. Now if you have ice cream scoop, that's excellent also, or some people just use their hands and pour it in there. Any one of those methods that work for you, that's fine. So let's get started. Okay foodies, so let's get frying now. The oil is nice and hot. You don't want it too hot because you want the Polourie to cook and not just float up, you know, and it'll be raw inside. So we're going to start placing them in, and once they start cooking, they're going to float up to the top. So only put how much you could manage at a time. If you could manage the whole pot, you go ahead. You could do a little at a time, go ahead. 5 at a time. You see the oil already coming up. You don't want the heat too high because you don't want outside to be brown and the inside will be raw. You don't want that. And you don't want to drop too much for the oil temperature to go down, because we need them to cook. Beautiful. So I think I'm going to stop there, and we're going to let them all come to the top. Seeing that foodies in the big heavy pot, they all float up really nicely. So now we're going to have them cook. So foodies, these looks really nice, and it has been cooking there for a little while because we want the inside to cook. As much as the outside has a beautiful color, we also want the inside to be perfectly cooked. So this is the batch. So you're going to take it out, let the heavy oil drain out, and by that time the heat will come back up for the second set of Polourie. So let me finish up this, and then we're going to be adding the spinach to the batter, and we're going to fry some spinach type looking ones. So foodies, so let's start now with, this is the spinach. You just mix it in the batter just like so, and we're doing the same concept. Put them in gently. So I'm going to fill it up in the pot, and we're going to continue frying. So foodies, there you go. That lovely spinach Polourie and the regular Polourie all mixed together with a little bit of grind dal or grind split peas as we all know it, and put it together for a lovely, it's hors d'oeuvre, side dish, appetizer, whatever you want to call it. Lovely, very nice. Evening time snack is lovely. And here we made that mango sauce to go with it, that we used the amchar powder, the amchar masala, some spices, onion, garlic, and hot pepper. Same thing here with the tamarind or tambarina. We used the fresh fruits to make this together, and here we go. Lovely. So let me dip into one. And here I have Polourie, my dear foodies, with character. They're not as perfect and round, but they have a little arm and a little leg, as my kids would say. There you go. So I'm going to try this one with the mango. Wow. You see how soft and spongy, and it's really cooked and nice. Really lovely. I like this. And it's not very spicy. And this is your spinach. I'm going to try the spinach with a tamarind sauce. Crunchy and nice. And it's very sweet because I made this more on the sweet side. And this one on the little spicy side. So another lovely dish here. Quick and easy, do it. When rain is falling, this is a great idea. Or when it's snowing out and it's cold. So again, thank you for joining me. And don't forget to like and share and invite all your friends and your favorite food groups to join in at Jenny's Walk. So from my kitchen to your kitchen, happy cooking.